Hello, everybody. Happy Veterans Day. Happy Friday. See, I have on my flag shirt since it's Veterans Day. Shout out to all of the service, your sacrifice. Shout out to the families of military that so often be very steadfast and appreciate your sacrifice as well. So again, happy Veterans Day, happy Friday. We're here today for Let's Talk Live with Ham Law. Today is what to do when stopped by police. So I'm going to just get started. So hi, my name is attorney Alisia Adamson Profit. I'm the criminal HAWM, having an attorney when it matters. And you'll often hear us say, if you're running immigration or even your spouse, keep calm and call HAM 407-823. And this is just a know your rights portion. We're going to talk about just the importance of knowing your rights and what to do when you're stopped by law enforcement. And I say this so often. So if you've ever heard me talk, I incorporate the advice into all of my speeches. But you have the right to remain silent, and it is exercise that right. If being questioned by law enforcement or an incident, it is very important that you have an attorney present. Miranda rights, that comes from an actual case, and those are those rights that a law enforcement are supposed to read. You have the right to remain silent. Anything that you say can be used against you, and that portion right there, anything that you say, is why it's important to exercise your constitutional right to remain silent. So you do not have questions about if you're being interrogated regarding an incident or a crime. If you're driving and you see the lights and sirens turn on, you want to stop and so it has to be you can't just drive for 100 miles and waiting for somewhere safe. Just reasonable amount of time. If you're in like the middle of traffic, just move to the side of the road to pull over. You want to do it as quickly but also as safely as possible. Car off, and then place your hands on the wheel of the car. You want to, upon request, when law enforcement officers ask, want to provide your registration and your proof of insurance. I know a lot of times people these days, you do plan to reach for your phone to show some form of proof of insurance. You ask me for my driver's license, proof of insurance. My proof of insurance is grab my phone to locate it. Just know that law enforcement officers, a lot of times they're just as afraid. We all get like our heart starts racing when we see those lights behind our car. So it's just really important to try and cooperative as possible. Also, proof like I have like a plastic baggie in my car. I actually have a copy of my driver's license, my registration, and my insurance. I keep it in a baggie, and it's like right as soon as you open my glove. So I suggest everybody doing something like that, or an envelope or something to just make it easy. Be calm. Obviously, don't run, don't resist. Resisting officer with or without violence, eludes. So driving away, those are all crimes, and you can be arrested for not resist and to actually pull over if you are being stopped by law enforcement. You want to see them. That's for everybody's safety. And you can ask if you're free to leave. You a citation or they're taking a long time and they're at your car. You can ask the question, am I free to leave? I suggest that you go ahead and drive away. You do not have to search of your vehicle or your home. And so oftentimes law enforcement, they will say, you have the right to say no. Again, I encourage people to exercise that right. Now, police officers, if they want to search your car, they have to articulate what's called probable cause to search the car. So often in my cases is they'll say that they smelled cannabis, weed, That gives them like the drug dogs, and they'll say that the dog alerts and they can search the car. That gives them the probable cause. But without consent, they cannot search your car. You want to have a warning. So if you are being questioned about an incident or a crime, if you are assessed, it is very important that when being questioned, you exercise your right to remain silent and say that you would like to have your lawyer. And if you are, of course, arrested, it's very important to contact a lawyer as soon as possible. The best way to maximize the use of your attorney is to get an attorney early on in the case. Also, if you do get arrested and you are at the jail, it is very important not to speak about your case because those calls are recorded. So your conversations, if you are in jail, and you're speaking to someone in jail, to a loved one, it is very much, are you okay? I got a lawyer. They're coming to see you. That's it. How's the dog? How's the conversations? But nothing about the case. No details of the case. Not even like this is what really happened about your case over the phone, because those conversations are recorded. A question I'm on, what do I do if I feel like my rights were violated? So like you may be upset because you feel like your rights are being violated in real time with law enforcement officers. Attorneys handle that. If you do feel like your rights were being violated, contact an attorney on the ultimately, law enforcement officers, they have the power. They have, unfortunately, they have the weapons. And so my advice is to comply. And if you feel like it, then we can fight for your rights on the other end. And we just want we want everybody to be safe. We want everybody to be alive. I mean, it's unfortunate that I have to say that, but it's the truth. If you do report or your rights were violated or you were treated unfairly or harshly, I encourage you to write if you can remember badge numbers, names, license plate numbers, write those down just so you can have those for later. If you are injured, if you've been pictures of those injuries, and seek medical attention. And witnessing misconduct, I am often asked also, is it okay enforcement? And the answer to that question is yes. You can record law enforcement in a public space as officers. So if there's a situation going down, you can't get in the middle of it with your camera, but you can. You have the right to do so, and I encourage you to do that. We all know that there are oftentimes initiated, and but for these very brave people, just like they're seeing as unjust, sometimes justice would not be brought. So it's very important to record as long as you're not obstructing the officers. Also, I have come to me and they'll say, "Oh, this officer was harassing me," or "Oh, this officer for doing these things in my community." And so, as an attorney, I will often pull the disciplinary file, and I will see that if there's no complaints made, then there's not a record. If you do feel that you were disrespected, if your rights were violated, and on the flip side, if you feel like an officer treated you with respect, and I've been pulled over before, I've actually been treated with love, dignity, and and I've even gotten a ticket. And in getting a ticket, I still made a report on the flip side. Like, this officer was really, really, really nice for them. So the filing a complaint and giving praise can both be done. If you are, if you feel that there is something that needs to be brought to the advisor. And then obviously, if you feel that your rights have been important, to contact an attorney as soon as possible. Don't let a lot of time go by so you can get the proper advice. So that's it. That was quick. So again, those are the rights that are important. That's what you do. You feel that your rights have been violated. I thank you for tuning in today. Again, happy Friday, and have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.